Welcome back to Strength by Amanda. Today is day 5 of the 7-day Beginner Dumbbell Challenge. Today will be a core strength and stability day. For today's equipment, you only need one light dumbbell. I will be using one 5-pound weight. We'll get right into it with a quick warm-up, starting with some marching to get our heart rate up. Let's begin. Nice work. Next we will head down to the ground for a dead bug prep. So let's get down onto our backs. Hands down on the mat. Bring your legs up to tabletop. You'll hold your core tight and extend one leg out. Bring it back in and then extend the other leg out and bring it back in. Let's begin. Let's set our feet down onto the ground. We'll be getting into some glute bridges. You're going to push through those heels, lift those hips up and squeeze the glutes at the top and then lower back down. Let's begin. Great work. We are getting into round 1 of our circuit. So let's roll over to our side and up onto our feet for a low racked carry. Grab your dumbbell and hold it in one of your hands. Our core is holding our stability during this exercise. March up one leg and the other, alternating between legs. Let's begin. The goal is to hold your core strong and not let the weight of the dumbbell pull you over to the side. Good work. Let's bring the dumbbell to the opposite hand. Let's begin. Great work. Switch hands and hold it up to your shoulder for a little bit more of a challenge. Continuing with the marching. Let's begin. We are really challenging our stability with these exercises. The higher up we hold the dumbbell away from our center of gravity, the harder this should be. Nice work. Let's switch hands here, keeping it at a racked carry with the march. Let's begin. Nice work. We are getting down onto our knees for a kneeling dumbbell palette press. So keeping a hold of your one dumbbell, hold it at your chest level. You're going to push it straight out and pull it in, keeping that core engaged. Let's begin. Good work. Let's lower that weight down. We won't need the dumbbell for the next exercise. We'll be getting onto our back for a dead bug. So similar to the warm up, but we are going to include our arms this time. Bring your legs up to tabletop and bring your arms straight up in front of you. Lower down one arm, opposite leg, and then other arm with the opposite leg. Let's begin. Nice work. Let's lower down. We will be getting up into a seated position for a dumbbell Russian twist. I will do a demonstration. With your feet on the ground, knees bent, you're going to keep your back straight and lean back a little bit so you feel your core engage. You're going to twist over to one side with the dumbbell and then the other. Let's begin. Nice work. Go ahead and set down that weight. We'll be getting onto our hands and knees for a bird dog. And again, I will demonstrate. We're going to stick with one side before we move on to the other. So extend that one arm, opposite leg, out and in, continuing with that same side. Let's begin. Great work. We will be switching sides here, so opposite arm and leg will reach and extend out and come back in. Let's begin. Amazing job. You've made it through the first round. Now we will move on to round 2 of our circuit, starting with the low racked carry. So grab a hold of that dumbbell and we are going to march, alternating legs. Let's begin. Switch hands and we will continue with the marching. Let's begin. Switch hands and bring it up to your shoulder for a little bit more of that challenge. Marching again for stability. Let's begin. Switch hands here and keep it in a racked position. Let's begin. Great. We are heading back down to our knees for the kneeling dumbbell palette press. Hold that dumbbell at your chest level, holding your core tight. Extend your arms out and bring it back in. Let's begin. Nice work. Set down that dumbbell. We will get down onto the ground and on our backs for our dead bug. Hold your legs into tabletop, extend your arms straight up. We are extending arm and opposite leg, coming back in and then alternating the other side. Let's begin. Nice work. Let's lower it down. Let's get up into a seated position and grab our dumbbell for the dumbbell Russian twist. Sit with feet on the ground, knees bent, and lean back slightly, holding your core strong. You're going to twist and bring the dumbbell to one side of your body and then the other. Let's begin. Great work. Let's set down that dumbbell and get up onto our hands and knees for the bird dog. Again, we are staying on one side before we move on to the other. Extend arm and opposite leg out and then bring it back in. Let's begin. Nice work. Let's rest and switch sides, moving our opposite arm and leg. Let's begin. Great job, you made it to the cool down. We'll get started with a cat-cow. Start by arching your back and raising your head up, and then rounding your back and tucking your pelvis under. Let's begin. Nice work. Now let's just sit back on our legs for a side reach stretch. So walk your arms out and reach over to one side. Let's begin. Walk your arms over to the other side. Let's begin. Good work. Let's come on up onto our feet and we'll end with a standing fold over stretch. So feet about hip width apart, just fold your body over and let your upper body hang. Let's begin. You could even cradle your arms together to feel more of a pull and rock your body side to side for a deeper stretch in the back. And come on up. Amazing job, you did it. You made it through that workout. We only have a couple days left of this challenge. I really hope you enjoyed this workout. If you did, please let me know in the comments below, and I look forward to seeing you for day 6.